I'm live. Apparently, what up, people? Actually, I say what up, people, for people who aren't on live right now, but people are coming on live. So, what up to those of you who aren't currently on live, but you're rewatching this video? So yeah, and this is kind of early. Hey, Nate. I mean, I'm saying hey, Nate. Madison, what's up? Yeah, so doing this live a little bit early, but I think there was more people joining last time when I did it earlier, so I'm going to try to keep doing it earlier. Hey there. Hope life's treating you good. Thank you, Nomad. Appreciate it. Hope life's treating you the same. Ah, God. I hurt my teeth. Not sure why I did that, but still got a ton of inflammation in my hand, so. Through the eyes of Alice. I like it. How's your day so far? My day's good. Good. My day's good. Didn't start off well. Didn't get much sleep last night, unfortunately, due to sickness and everything that's happening in my body. But so I woke up late and then went to work, aka recording studio, late. And then got home and now I'm here. So what up, man? Big kid. I just found you randomly. So glad I did. I'm loving your channel. Thanks so much. Loving the reaction videos or loving all my vlogs? I need to do more vlogs. I hate the fact that I've been like slacking on vlogs. I've just been so busy. I don't know if you all know, but I moved into a, not me personally, but all my music stuff that's going on. I got a studio space, and so moved into that. So that took a while. That took a good bit of energy and time that took away from making YouTube videos this week. So, but I've been watching your videos all day. Thanks, guys. That's so encouraging. Thank you. It means the world to me. Honestly, it really does. It means the world to me. You guys have no idea. So guys, the depths of the universe. What do you all think? 13 people watching. Sweet. It is about the same. Me, my actual name is Tara. Facebook. This is my first live chat with you and everything here. Sounds like you've been busy. Keep up the great work. Yeah, no, I've been super busy. Super busy with a lot of things, but mainly super busy with my recording studio. I don't just record my own music and myself, I record other people, and that's my job right now. That's how I make money. On top of, well, I say on top of, I don't make a whole lot on YouTube, but I'm starting to. Not a lot. I'm not starting to make a lot. I'm starting to make a little bit on YouTube. So sooner or later, I'll be able to ditch the recording stuff for other people. I'm still going to record myself and my music. And then, yeah, I'll be able to just do YouTube stuff. What did I just ask? I just asked about, what do you guys think of the depths of the universe? Hey, can y'all pray for me? My parents are getting a divorce and my dad just, I am so sorry to hear that, man. That really blows. Sorry to hear that, Jackson. I have respect for you a lot. Thank you. I appreciate the respect. Been enjoying the vlogs. Somehow they always line up with the topics I've been pondering and help to put things in a better perspective. That's awesome. I'm really, that's super encouraging because a lot of people, the last vlog that I did, a lot of people misinterpreted it. And I was like, dang it. Well, now I got to do a vlog kind of re-explaining what I meant. So that really helps. Thank you. A lot of what I've watched from you has helped me a lot with things I've been going through. That's awesome. That's, again, super encouraging and makes me want to keep making vlogs all the more. It makes me angry that I've just been so busy that I only was able to make one vlog this week. I normally like to make like 3 or 4, but keeping busy keeps you out of trouble, right? I guess so, yeah. I like singing and playing guitar. I wish I could do what you do. Well, if you sing and play guitar, you do what I do. You do what I do. The furthest depths, are we just going to see nothing? What would happen to us if we tried leaving the realms of the universe? Is there an opposite universe? I mean, now you're literally talking about the depths of the universe. I mean, I did a whole bunch of videos on this, some research on the whole multiverse theory, because it's basically what you're saying, the multiverse theories, if there's other universes out there besides just ours. So I don't know if you've looked into that, or if you're just asking the question off of like philosophical thought, or if you mean the multiverse. I don't know. Random thought. You know those moments when you think someone's calling your name, but no one is? Do you think that's someone trying to wake you up from a coma? Maybe, possibly. I'd do a reality check and see if you're dreaming. Do a couple reality checks. See if you're dreaming. See if this isn't real. Is there a way to email you? Yes, there is a way to email me. You can either email me, which if you're on YouTube on a desktop, then you can go to my About Me section on my channel, and then my email is there. Or if you have Instagram, you can just write me on Instagram. So, depths of the universe. That is right. I don't. You do subscribe to the idea of the multiverse. Anything's possible. It's a serious question. So where do you think the multiverse is, Nomad? Do you think the multiverse is right here around us, like kind of layered on top of each other? Or do you think the multiverse is outside of this universe? I just thought you had some multiverse, but I thought maybe there could be an opposite energy that's not a multiverse. That's the source of energy for the entire universe. Negative positive theory. Okay. Yes, layers, different dimensions within each other. Yeah. I mean, I'd agree with that too, to an extent. I mean, the science of it, it's not really been proven. Well, kind of, with the astral realm. So I guess that's been proven. I can't say I guess that's been proven. I should do more research on that. I am doing more research on that. Lots of videos to come about all that stuff. Just thought, yeah, also, I'm trying to understand that text, big kid. Hi, Justin, what's going on? Just thought, yeah, possible multiverse, but I thought maybe there could be an opposite energy that's not a multiverse, that the source for energy for the entire universe, negative positive theory. I don't think I'm familiar with that theory, big kid. Either that or I'm just misinterpreting what you're saying. I love how much you try to understand things. Like, try to understand things in general, try to understand like the world, or try to understand what people are saying when they talk to me. Like when astral projecting, the first thing I see is a place that looks like this, and every layer outside gets more and more different. It was just a thought, not a theory. Oh, okay. But I believe there's a type of layered universe. Yeah, I think the layered universe is the most scientifically accurate one in theory, not in like proof, but everything. Well, I appreciate it. I really do try to understand everything. I want to learn everything about everything, but I can't. So I'm always in this dilemma of I really want to learn everything about everything. And so I try to, and I watch movies, but I don't know. That's my fun. I like researching for fun. Wow, okay. And we're talking about, it's just a Q&A. We're talking about anything. But I just, for the fun of it, just put, let's talk about the depths in the universe. That wasn't the real name. I just made it up. Gotcha. Okay. So the first thing, Nomad, first thing you see when astral projecting is this realm. Yeah. I wonder how many different realms do you think you've been to? Science does back it all up. And thirsting for knowledge is a personality trait of smart, in-depth person. Well, I definitely have a thirst for knowledge, for sure. How can you explain Jesus and his love to people who don't believe, but you know what he can do for people? How can you explain Jesus and his love to people who don't believe, but you know what he can do for people? I'm curious, have you watched my vlogs? Do you know where I'm like at with God and all that? I mean, I you're basically asking me, how can you prove that God exists to other people? And I can't answer that. I don't know how you can prove that God exists to other people. I don't know how you could prove that God exists. I mean, everyone that comes to a path of spirituality had some sort of, in a legit way, not in a all my friends do it kind of way, is they had a subjective experience. Hey, Misfit. Hope life is treating you good. Thank you. Enjoying the curiosity you convey in your videos. Keep the content coming. Will do, man. Really appreciate the viewership. Thanks a lot. That's really encouraging. I'm thankful that you said something. Why? What? How do you go about having rational, objective conversations with people on topics such as politics and religion when these are such sensitive topics that spark emotional reactions? The key to that, Drew Reagan, I think, is making sure you understand the question. So a lot of people, so a lot of people, when they talk about this stuff, they let their emotions take over. They let their somebody misinterprets it and it sparks their emotion, and then they react based out of that emotion when really the emotion isn't necessary because probably they misunderstood what the other person is saying. So I think no matter what side of politics you're on, no matter what side of religion you're on, I think if we just focused on really understanding each other, like in a questioning sense, like going into it with a learning attitude rather than a debate and I'm right attitude, like you obviously need to be careful on who you talk about these things with, like who you talk about these things with, because if people are just going to be emotional about it and you feel like it's just a dead end, then yeah, I don't like talking to those people. But I don't know if that answers that question, but that's what I think. How is a multiverse related to string theory? Did you have to do the quark measuring photons? I'm kind of piecing things together. I made a video series about the multiverse. Have you watched it? And I also made a video series on time and the science of time. So, and that I talk about the measuring of photons in that as well. I love your reactions with your dad. Thanks. My grandson died 3 times, all different experiences. My grandma died 3 times, all different experiences, but she wasn't afraid. She felt overwhelmed by relief. Interesting. I think death is a relief. I think death gives relief, causes relief. Oh, that's weird. Hey, this is a very serious question. If you don't want to answer this, that's fine. But did your parents get a divorce? And if so, how did you get through it? My parents never got a divorce. They've been married 30 years, I think. It's key to enter conversation with a neutral mindset. Neutral mindset in what sense? If you're talking about neutral mindset, like both of you have a mindset that you want to understand each other, yeah, I agree with that. But if you're going in with a neutral mindset that I'm going to win, then no. Have you always had a close relationship with your dad? Nope. Or has there been a period of time that you two drifted apart for a little while? Yeah. Period of time, like basically middle school and high school for me. I'm a Mexican Trump supporter and people hate me because their emotions. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh boy. It's my buddy calling. I wonder what he was calling about. You guys remember Sam, right? But that's their problem. What up, Misfit? Sorry I missed you on the last couple live streams. It's all good, man. I'm making a call to a buddy. Hope you guys don't mind. Always a pleasure. Love your channel. Thank you. Plus, I love your music and your dad's reaction videos. Both good points of view. Appreciate that, man. But that's their problem. Yeah. Found you through NF stuff and really like your content. What's your favorite song from him? Favorite song from NF would be, oh man. I don't know, maybe Real or, here we go. Yo.
Hey, there you are. I don't know why. But anyways, all right. So I just listened to it on my phone or in my car.
Yeah.
Or in the truck, and it's the left tweeter, and it's only doing it for this song, and it's in both the wave and the MP3.
I've listened to it. I've listened to it in my headphones on my phone, and it sounds good to me.
Yeah, I'm not hearing it anywhere else. It's only in my truck.
Okay.
Now I don't know. I haven't tried it in Megan's car yet, but I'm going to. I'm wondering if because the tweeters are made to like put out your highs, and it's I'm hearing it. And I'm only hearing it during your vocals, and I'm only hearing it on when the guitars go like left and right, and the guitar comes into the left tweeter.
I don't know, man.
So I don't know if it's like some.
Listen to it on a bunch. Listen to it on a bunch of other speakers besides your truck, and if you find another set of speakers that's doing it, then it's the song. But if I don't know, man. I really don't.
Because like I was blasting, because I was listening to that Logic guy this morning, and then I was blasting. I tried to find some other stuff where it would go back and forth, like left and right, and not My Ticket Home, but the Plant to See. Why do I forget the name? I was listening to that song.
Yeah.
And it has that like back and forth effect also, and that sounded fine. So I don't know what it is, but like clarity, everything else, the song sounds better than anything I'm like getting off of Spotify. Like that WAV file really is a better file.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm on live by the way, so everyone's hearing you talk to me.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So somebody commented and they said Samwise. So I don't know if they remember you from live or what.
They do.
Probably. I don't know. And I guess one of them. Yeah, he says. I guess they can hear you. I don't know. Do you like Logic and Jorna Luke and Jorna Ice? All right, I'll get back to them in a second. Yeah. Oh, hi. Are you? Oh no, I'm not calling viewers. Sorry. That'd be cool though. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should call viewers, call you guys, and like talk. I don't want to give my number out there because then you guys won't stop calling me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seriously.
Yeah. All right. All right. Yeah. Listen to it on a bunch of other speakers, and then text me what you get.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Good, everyone.
Bye. Samwise. I did not like the Logic and Jorna Lucas song. I thought it was eh. Do you believe in fate or destiny? I believe kind of, not totally, kind of ish. I'm a compatibilist. So I think there are things that are deterministic and there are things that we have free will over and are existential. So somebody was saying, seeing this letter, obviously, then in AP1 places looks like this world around us, real-time zone. Okay, yeah. Interesting. What are your thoughts on the anime Death Note? If you watched it, I haven't watched it. If you haven't, would like to hear the core theme and give thoughts about it? Yeah, sure. Luli, no, I'm not calling. I already told you I'm not calling viewers, but that'd be cool. But would, would you? Yeah, you guys are like, call me. No, I'd have to. I don't know. I'd have to find out a way to block my number because some of you guys wouldn't stop calling me. I'm totally I don't know. Whatever. Your friend's name is John. What? Your friend's name is John Screen, by the way? His name is Sam. We love you. Appreciate it. On. My friend's name is on the screen, by the way. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got a second line. Get a second line app that you can get a second phone. Oh, that's true. Yo, guys, I might start doing that. One-on-one conversations with you guys. That'd be sick. I'm going to find out a way to do that. And then I'm going to, for sure, I'm going to do that. So you guys, I can call you guys and we can have conversations. That'd be dope. I like that idea. I know I was definitely. Oh, okay. You're early today. Did I miss anything interesting? No, you didn't miss anything interesting. Dark into May. I mean, we talked about the astral realm a little bit. And somebody on here, Nomad, has been to the astral realm. So, yeah, talking about that. But that's pretty much the only thing interesting. Oh, boy. Love all the way from Dubai. Yes. Well, here's mine. I'm not going to do it today. Yeah, let's do it. So I'll try to figure something out. So next Friday, I can get a app on my phone or block the number or whatever, and then call you guys and we can have one-on-one conversations. That'd be really dope. I want to do that. Also, what I missed, you didn't miss anything. Yeah, Dark into May. I'm a little early today because I got something going on at 7, and it seemed like a lot of people were able to join when I did it earlier, so I might start doing it earlier. I'm not sure. I'll join Patreon for a call. That'd be dope. Yo, what's up? What up, man? Do you believe the earth is flat? No. No, I do not. React to NF's new song. Thought about that? See, here's the thing. You guys keep requesting these reaction videos that I know my dad just wouldn't be interested in at all. Like, you would have nothing to say about them. And I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but when my dad reacts to something, it's not in his face. It's all in the inside. He's like a duck on water. Like, he's just, but on the inside, you know, he's so, I mean, anything like that. Yeah. That's why I only react to like things with him that it's like, oh, this is super controversial and interesting, and he would have something to say about it. So, oh boy, there's a flat earther. Yeah, I know. Dark into May. Yeah, me and you are in the same spot with that, man. Sounds good. I'll talk about one of my experiences. That'd be sweet. Why left religion? I like it. Let's do it. What do you think of the Stephen Hawking theory of the multi-universe? I think it's sweet. Are you talking about the black hole? Like, the black hole is basically the Big Bang of another universe, which is kind of like the bubble verse theory, but yeah. OBEM, cool. Deathcore theme. The main character can kill people via a notebook, develops God complex, chooses to kill the truly evil people, murderers, and rapists. Believe that it's justice. Part 1 of 2. Hey, Jess, what's going on? Glad you're on live. Hopefully your Wi-Fi doesn't cut out and you're able to be on here longer. It's storming here. It's storming here too. It's raining outside. Oh no, okay. God, I need to read the rest of your. Yes, I did switch. Okay, so Jess, I switched up the angle of the room because I moved into well, not here. I have like a office space for my music studio, and so all of my equipment I moved to the studio, and so like right beside me is my desk, but it's just empty, and so it's like I'm on this little stand thing, and then yeah, so I think it's probably a better angle too. Anyway, more light on me. Part 2, the antagonist is a super detective that tries to catch him, believing that putting a stop to him is justice, meaning bad people will start doing bad things again. So who is right? Okay. Death Note core theme. The main character can kill people via a notebook, develops God complex, chooses to kill truly evil people, murderers, rapists, believers. Okay, so All right. Believes it's justice. The antagonist is a super detective that tries to catch him, believes that putting a stop to him is justice, meaning bad people will start doing bad things again. Interesting theme, but my question would be, what makes somebody truly bad? Is it what they do? Are people always defined by what they do, even if they did it years ago? Is he only killing people that just killed someone? And do you believe in second chances? Do you believe that in forgiveness? Do you believe that people can change or people can't change? There's so many things in that. It is justice. I don't. It's right to not kill people. I'm an advocate for life, but at the same time, if that gets into a very, I like that dilemma, but that gets into a much deeper discussion. So those are the questions I have about what you told me right off the bat, though. Question. So have you ever asked anyone who said he has seen or spoken to Jesus how Jesus looked? Yes. Dark into May. A guy that spoke at my parents' church stayed at our house and this past weekend, and he claimed that he's seen Jesus and once. And I asked him what he looked like, and he didn't see. He saw his body, but he didn't see his face. And then he told me the whole experience, and he's had a number of those. But it was mostly light, basically, is what he said. And I'll have to ask. I know I have 2 other friends that have claimed to see him, that have had encounters with him. Maybe more. I got to go through my religious Christian friends list of people that have claimed to be into all that stuff. And I do want to do that study. I actually do want to. What I want to do is interview all of them and then put those interviews on this channel. That's what I want to do. On wisdom, you can't receive what you can't perceive. Perception happens. Okay, this is interesting. Elizabeth Brooks. What's up? I don't know if you've been on live before. If you have, I'm sorry I don't remember you, but I like this. On wisdom, you can't receive what you can't perceive. True. Perception happens when your eyes open and the mind is ready. It takes spiritual maturity to see through broken lenses. Keep searching and you'll find. I appreciate that. I agree with that too. There's truth to that. LOL, I was writing a long comment about sectioning off an area of your office when you said that about you. Okay, yep. What up, kiddo? What's going on, man? Domain. Just arrived here, so can you update me? We haven't really talked about anything super interesting. We've talked about the astral realm, and Dark and Demay up here just asked about, there's Demay and Domain. I like it. And both of you are super smart and intellectual, and I love having conversations with both of you. So, and then he just asked about friends that I have that have personally claimed to see Jesus face to face. He just asked about that. So, bad is a point of view. What do you mean bad is a point of view? People aren't bad. Their thoughts and choices are. I believe Satan controls your mind if you let him. Okay, I don't know about that second part, but I think you're right in saying their thoughts and choices are wrong. I don't believe people are inherently bad. I don't believe, bad is a point of view. Okay, I see what you're saying now. Yeah, Marcus. Yeah, bad is a point of view. I don't believe people are inherently bad. I don't think anyone is inherently bad, but I do agree with the choices that they make and probably the belief system that they have can be bad and can, as a result, have you do bad, terrible things. Yo, I'm watching from France. What up, man? That's awesome. I discovered you with your reaction with your dad. They're awesome. Hello from France. Glad you're here, man. Question. Have you ever thought about where thoughts originate? Yes. Objectively, we can say it emerges from neural processes and comes from everywhere subjectively. What a depressing background. Hey, man, I don't... That's hilarious. What do you want me to do? Lighten up the background and then my face be dark? I think I want to do more study on the astral realm and astral dimensions. I'm planning on ordering Robert Monroe's books on all that stuff, and if all that stuff is as scientifically accurate as people say it is, then I think that that's where our thoughts come from, the astral realm. But who knows if it's accurate and whatever. Absolute moral correctiveness. Wait, what? Caucasian, blue eyes, and lives in America? What? That's fair. The simple discussion point of view, the simple discussion point really would be death penalty, because those are both similar themes. Yeah. What's up, man? Since you love the pursuit of truth as I do, I want to share a new way I recently explained truth and how I think there are 3 ways in which truth presents itself. I am very interested in this, Jess. Keep going. But you know that Jesus didn't look at all how the church presents him, right? Yes, I do know that. He would not have looked like a white man. I do know that. Can thoughts be bad, or are they okay as long as you choose wisely? If you can't, well, you can't choose your thoughts. You can just choose what to do with your thoughts. That's what I think. You should live stream outside. I could, but it's currently raining. So that's why we decide that good and evil human is forbidden fruit. Culture and perspective can also play a part in defining what's bad. What's bad in Christianity can be just fine, and somebody, yeah, true. And definitely look into the astral world. I will, Nomad, for sure. Have you, Nomad Lone, have you read all of Robert Monroe's books? Would you recommend that's where to start, or where would you recommend, because you do astral projection and stuff? What non-religious evidence is there for free will? Oh man, I got a ton coming. I'm gearing up for those videos on free will. I'm an advocate for free will. Just kidding, bro. You will not be disappointed. Sweet. I'm going to use an example. So some people would say Christianity is true. Same goes for atheism. But the third truth is when you're able to step back and remove your own emotions or bias. Yeah, no, I'm right there with you, Jess. And look at both of those examples. You can see how they are both connected and necessary for the other to exist. I think this is where I'm agreeing with you, Jess. This is cool. Cool. GG Gaming Boymaster. Yeah, this is cool. From Sweden. What's up, man? Watching from Germany. Question. Do you believe in God? I do not. Not in a religious way, but more like an entity we cannot understand. Maybe that's like the agnostic point of view. I guess you could say I'm agnostic, but I don't really like to say that I'm agnostic for a number of reasons. But like the force of Mother Nature, something we don't know why it exists. Yeah, no, I don't think that. But do you believe in the idea of conscience? Yeah, absolutely. Is there a little voice telling us right and wrong, or is it just a perception of a situation? I have that question and I guess argument with Christians all the time. I'm like, you don't know if it's just a little, is it your conscience talking to you, or is it God? Because a lot of Christians would say that, oh yeah, I hear God, but then I'm like, so what's your conscience? Well, I say, okay, it's kind of like they are saying that their conscience is God. But the thing is that they're the ones who dictate when their conscience is saying truth and when their conscience is not saying truth. And so therefore saying, oh yeah, my conscience right now, that's the devil. And my conscience right now is God. And I'm like, it's not really a very accurate way of going about things, but okay. Yes, I have. Start there. Okay. I'm going to order those books like tonight because I really want to read them. And look at both of the examples. Yeah, okay. So I found out you can call yourself A possibly in instead of an agnostic. It's an agnostic who acted. Oh, that's me. That's me. Possibly in. What? I'm going to look into that more. Thanks for telling me that, Dark and Domain. Huh. I'm a Christian, believe in heaven and hell. I'm curious. Okay. Well, I'm curious what you believe about hell. But what if when we die, we go to another reality, when we see spirits in our minds, not physically, but mentally, going to the reality dead or dimension? It's an interesting thought. Is it just one that you've like made up, or are you getting that from somewhere? That's confusing. I don't know what you think is confusing. So much like the Trinity, we have three here in the point, in A point of view, in the B point of view, and then our own point of view. I am led to think this is where knowledge maturing into true wisdom. I like where you're going, Jess. Certain people in power throughout history took their point of view on the concept of bad and started different religious inquisitions. Point of view is everything to the observer. Yes. So, okay. Are you making a point, or are you just stating a fact? I'm not sure how to read that one. Possibly. Am I not saying that right? Posiblian? Possiblian? I don't know. How do you say it? Do you want to believe in God? I'm not trying to judge, but you seem like you want to learn about it. Yeah, if God exists, then I want to know about it. I thought I saw something. Have you ever had the dream of falling from a high place? Yep. A lot of people I know have had some. I believe the dream of falling is a reminder from a higher power telling us we are all connected. Why would he tell us through falling in a dream? It's an interesting thought. Do you feel hell is a place or a feeling? The more and more I learn and I look into the theology of hell, I feel, I don't know yet. I feel like it's more of a feeling. It's not an, I don't know. Even biblically, the most biblically accurate, the most biblically accurate point of view on the side of hell actually existing is a annihilationism theology. But other than that, like, I don't know, it's actually really arguable that hell is even a place when looking at things biblically. Do you find the thought of non-existence peaceful or terrifying? I don't know. For like a split second, terrifying, but then I'm like, well, if I don't exist, then I won't exist. I'm not just going to be looking at black forever. Like, I'll cease to exist. Just started new religion. Siblian, that's great. Hey, that's what he's saying. You know what? I'm going to Google it right now. I am highlighting that. I'm going to find how to say it. Hopefully this doesn't, David Eagleman. Interesting. Oh, God, I'm missing so much. Knowledge is nothing more than information. Wisdom is taking information and using it. Yep. I like it, Jess. Following dreams, either a reminder of being connected, or what if the ones that have the dream was falling angel in the past? Following dreams, either a reminder of being connected, or what if the ones that have the dream was a falling angel in the past? I doubt it. It's an interesting thought, but I doubt it, personally. Once you have an OBE astral projection, you will realize that religion lacks any depth in comparison to what's really out here. You will never be the same, and in a good way. Well, then I look forward to it, Nomad. I really do. David Eagleman. I like it. I'm going to look more into that. I just clicked your link, Luli. I think that people are how they think about themselves. But as proof that humans are inclined to the dark side, I observe that people don't do things without having something to win from. Yeah, it's true. I mean, everybody doesn't. I mean, I don't know. A part of humanity is selfish inherently. Um, to survive is what we want to do, and that takes a level of selfishness. And so, some people feel like in order to survive, in order to cope, have to make these terrible decisions. I wake up falling a lot. Yeah, Wikipedia does do the job. Human psyche is connected. It's not a higher power. It's the same reason you move your legs behind the bed instead of letting them hang. What? On the bed instead. Everyone does it because it's fear. It's fear of okay. Stating a fact based on my own point of view, reiterating my previous concepts. I think hell is in our minds, but in a negative thinking. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know how hell could, well, hell, because it comes from Norse mythology that, OMG, I'm an angel. What? Oh, I see. Yeah. I'm just thinking, if you had paranormal experiences, you see ghosts, but we haven't fully figured out the power of our brain. So what if when we see ghosts, it's our brain seeking another dimension? Well, if we're seeking it and we see it, does that mean it's real? Everyone has asked about heaven or hell, but I want your thoughts on purgatory, the realm of nothingness. Do you find that the idea of purgatory is easier to understand than heaven and hell? Yes, and actually the Bible talks about, I'm talking theologically now, just from what I know. The Bible talks about purgatory, calling it Sheol, more than heaven and hell, especially David. I mean, David said that when we die, we go, like everybody, Christian, non-Christian, doesn't matter, goes to purgatory or Sheol. And so a lot of people say that's the grave. I mean, it can be literally interpreted as the grave. But I think if there's okay, so here's the thing. I'm an advocate for free will, so that's why I asked this question. Do we still have free will when we die? I think it would make sense if there is life after death, that it would make sense to me if we did have free will after we die. So if that's the case, then it doesn't make sense to me if there is a heaven, a hell, whatever. It doesn't make sense to me if right when we die, we go to either one of those spots. It seems to me like when we die, it just seems to make sense that we would go to a purgatory place. But then even though, like, what's the point of that? So, I mean, that gets into a whole another discussion of, like, there has to be a point and a purpose for all of it. And if there's not, then what? Like, I think there's a point and a purpose for all of it, which is, I think, why I'm so headstrong about finding what truth is, trying to find what purpose is, honestly. Do you think heaven is like a fourth dimension where you can't see it? Could be. See, that's why, okay. Humans are all the same when it comes to instinct, and it's something we all forget. We are animals. I don't agree with that. I don't think we're animals. The only thing that separates us from animals is that we can choose to defy those instincts. I agree. I mean, so you say we're animals, but then you separate us from animals. Wanting to believe is a bad starting point unless you balance it out with being open to evidence that might go against that belief. Yeah, sure. I totally agree with that, Armory. Totally agree with that. I can't get away from my hell. I have so much bad in my life. Well, then, if your hell is in your thoughts, isn't that your choice? I'm curious if you believe in free will, big kid. But dream of falling are just natural fears our ancestors experienced. Fida, where... I don't know. Okay. How old are you? I'm 24 years old. Yes, 24, I think. Yeah, 24. I always say the devil is God's split personality. and my dinner will be ready in 10 minutes. Wait, what? Are you saying in 10 minutes you're going to go, or is that like a joke about the personality of God? Yes, followed immediately by food. I love it. There's an astral world beyond this. You know, interestingly enough, Dark into May, you know, you asked about the guy that I know who has seen Jesus, said that he's seen Jesus. I talked to him a lot about the astral dimension, and he says, you know, in the Bible it talks about first, second, and third heaven, and he says he thinks the astral realm, even though there's many layers to it, that the astral realm is the second heaven, and there's still, you know, even if you're in the highest astral dimension, that he says there's still another heavenly realm above that, that is the third heaven, and that's where God dwells. I thought that was interesting. I believe the good book is just that, a good book, a book of fables that has no historical context. You can't say it has no historical context, because there's been archaeological findings of history that's in that book. Granted, there's some that's not, and there's some that, you know, is fable. And I mean, half the book itself is poetry, so not everything is literal. But I do know there has been some historical findings of the culture and stuff in there. That doesn't mean it's all, you know, true and real, but I believe the simulation. Yeah, I believe we're on a simulation. Not even going to try to say your username, X360. I don't understand the grave place after death. Just look up Theology of Hell and type in Sheol. Sure, in like Google or YouTube. Do you believe in the astral body world beyond? I'm going to have to read those books. I'll get back to you guys on that. I don't think we're animals either. Yeah, I don't think we're animals at all. But hey, I just heard about these wild monkeys that are using spears to fish. They weren't taught this. They have just copied. That's awesome. Legit evolution. That's pretty dope. It could be real in an alternate universe. Anything and everything we do has consequences. Science has figured out there are parallel universes that need science for. They have the mathematical theory. I've unwillingly had astral projection. That's interesting. Why wouldn't you want to have an astral projection? I don't worship God, never went to church, only pray when I want something in whatever form. Realize if God or this higher entity exists, wouldn't he listen to my prayers? I wouldn't. You're saying you, okay, wait. So you're saying you pray to God. You don't worship God, but you pray to God. You've never been to church, but you only realize you pray when you want something. And so you're wondering why God hasn't answered your prayers. Is that what you're saying? Are you stating a fact of something in your life, or are you asking me, okay, wouldn't he listen to my prayers? Yeah. Yeah. I'm confused on what you're asking me. Cassandra. I don't know. I've said that name too many times now. I don't know which one it is. No, no joke. Food will be going in my tummy in 5 minutes. That's fantastic. My bad. I'm late. It's all good, man. What are your thoughts on morality? I'm a moral relativist, pretty much. Do you help her because it's right to, or because subconsciously it pains you to see the girl in distress? Both. I don't think that's either or. What do you think about possibly this is hell here on earth, because here we experience physical and emotional pain. Once we die, that goes away. I think that could very well possibly be the case, honestly. I wake up to my mother screaming at me. Kevin, it feels the same as falling when I wake. That's weird, man. I mean, it's cool. It's trippy. I think that's more trippy than anything. Do you think our life flashes before our eyes when we die? Totally. Absolutely. Trippy Raven. I know that when I had a severe panic attack and I thought I was going to die, oh, yeah, every memory came to my mind of all that, well, kind of. Like a lot of memories came to my mind, but then also half of them was like, I think I'm going to die. The astral realm is real truth. Been there too. Cool. Dope. Biologically speaking, we are animals. I just don't. I don't agree with that. I mean, I'd have to look more into that. Yeah, I haven't looked into the science of it. I just don't think that we're animals. But I understand that we may have souls, but I also see no evidence that any other animal don't. If we do, true, very true. She's asking if you think God would still listen even though they only ask when they want something. Oh, it depends on how you see God, because I'm always going to come at you with the theological standpoint of God is a relational God. So would you want to answer somebody's call if they only talked to you when they were asking for something? I wouldn't, but I'm not God, so who knows? But that's just my point of view. To address the relationship between the timing of perception and the timing of neural. That's awesome. I need to look into this Eagleman scientific work, which is the possibly whatever. That's dope. Hey, what are your thoughts about the Army? I'm thinking about joining when I turn 17. Do it. Got nothing wrong against all that stuff. I'm hard pressed to believe of the plot, so to speak. Okay. Yeah. No, I get what you're saying, Trippy Raven, about the resurrection plot. Yeah. I'd agree. My opinion for hell and heaven. I believe hell is when you live with your sins. Yeah, that's okay. This is what I think. I really like the point of view that we don't get punished for sin, but sin is the punishment. I really like that point of view. That's not, I don't think that's what you're saying, but that's kind of, I like that idea. What do you know about game theory? I don't know a whole lot about game theory. Tell me about it. Do you think we're evolved from monkeys? No. I mean, no, I don't. Hi, man with nice hair. Well, thank you. Knowledge is power, but powerless if you do not acknowledge it. Truth. Fact. Putting aside the fact that this is a human sense. Wait, what? Putting aside the fact that this is a quote from Royce 59. This kind of concept exists in humans since Jesus. Interesting. Do you think our hell is here on earth in this physical body? Could be. And heaven is when we finally meet the requirements to escape into the world of God after several possible tries. Okay, to the first question, hell in our physical body, maybe. And heaven is when we finally meet the requirements to escape into the world of God. So death? I mean, where does death come into play in that? I find Bible as a good way to put your ego in check. I agree, totally. Keeping aside all the worship nonsense, there is a lot of hacks that make life better. We need to humble ourselves. Yo, you are spitting facts, my dude. For real. Totally agree with that. Agreed. Walking in sin brings pain and struggle into your lives. Therefore, until you forgive yourself for the sin and stop behaving. Yeah, exactly. Wasn't yelling. LOL. Thanks, Jess. No, for real. Yeah, I really like the point of view that sin is the punishment. instead of us being punished for sins. What is your opinion on the laws of attraction? I think it's legit. The laws of attraction. I think, Christians say reap what you sow, right? Hindus, Buddhism, karma. New Age, the laws of attraction. It's all kind of the same thing. How relative it is to science. I mean, it's all like the same thing. I don't know. I don't know the whole thing of like just having good thoughts doesn't bring good things your way. I'm such a pragmatist in a way. Like, you got to do something. I think he's talking about reincarnation, about escaping this hell, if it is. Huh. Yeah, I know reincarnation. I just didn't think that what he was talking about was reincarnation. If sin is the punishment for what? Falling short of ourselves, not being who we're supposed to be, not speaking up when we need to speak, not loving ourselves, essentially. I do think the 10 Commandments are different in regards to sin, however. Interesting. How so? I'm going to give this, I know it's kind of, I say short. It's like an hour and a half. Usually I do this 2 hours, but I'm going to go to 6:30 my time, so like about 15 more minutes on here. So we will share over 96 identical DNA with chimps. So I wouldn't say it's a high possibility that we're in fact some type of animal, but even 2% of DNA is still billions of cells, so yeah. That's also what got me thinking. Would he ignore my prayers of wanting things, or would he see beyond my stupidity and ignorance and love me nonetheless and listen? That's a great question, Cassandra. Hope I'm saying your name right. I think theologically speaking, it's a matter of, from what the Bible says, it's a matter of your heart. If your heart is in the right place, if God knows everything, right? If God knows all, then that means God knows if you're asking him from a place of like, I need this, and I want you, and I need this, like, or if asking from a place of like needing him, or asking from a place of just wanting something and using him as a means to get it. Because if you're asking for love and you're asking for him to love you, then I think, that's kind of inviting him in. But if you're asking for love in a way of like, I just really want a boyfriend, or I need a husband or girlfriend or wife, whatever, then I think he would say, you're missing the point. You're trying to use me. I mean, that's how I would feel like it if somebody came to me. I'd be like, so you're trying to, like if I was God, I'd be like, so you're wanting to use me to get what you want, and then you're just going to forget about me later. Like that's how I think about it. So hope that answers your question. Well, we have similar DNA with bananas. So, Demame. I wish I knew how to say Futashisu. I don't know. Demame. I'm pretty sure I asked you if you believe in God, and you said no. But I'm not sure if you said you were atheist or not. Again, I'm curious. How did your father react when you told him that you don't believe in God? Exactly how my father reacts to music videos when he hears the F word. I'm telling you, he's like, it's a duck on water. There's nothing going on up here, but underneath, he's swimming. But if you take on the theory of quantum entanglement in regards to the law of attraction, then merely thinking a thought and placing intent properly, you are doing something. True. That's true. Jess, you get me. You get it. Love it. Do you ever wonder who or how it was decided what's right and wrong? Yeah, totally. I mean, everyone has their own theories for that. That's like the common question. That's a human universal question of how did all of us get to decide what's right and wrong. Some take the religious moral approach. Some take the humanist moral approach. Some say I govern it. But the funny thing is, even though you govern it and what's right and wrong, it's still it's still along the lines of what everyone else's is. So it's just funny. What's your view on that all religions are the same and just give different names to the same God? I don't think that. No. What are your thoughts on the possibility of a multiverse? Yeah, I think there is a possibility. I mean, science says there's a strong possibility. Parallel universes, yeah, more than a multiverse, I would think. Same thing happens in different. Yeah. No, I think I think there's more evidence for like parallel universes than there are like another universe outside of our universe. But who knows? Maybe it's both. Maybe it's none. The Ten Commandments, I feel all of them directly correlate with a betrayal of love and therefore are much more detrimental. And not just to you, to the collective. Yeah, nah, that's true. Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, big kid. That's a longer discussion. I'm sorry I can't answer that right now, but that's a longer discussion. I meant reincarnation. Here in Africa, I have heard about people born with identical birthmarks and act like they did have past lives. Researching into this idea, I've come across a really cool idea. Yeah, no, actually, the logic, like the theory of reincarnation, and not the type of reincarnation where it's like, oh, I'm a bad person, so I'm going to come back as like, I don't know, some like shit animal or something like that. Like that's not reincarnation, and I learned that recently. And so I think the logic behind reincarnation and what it does, which is like advancing the soul from life to life, and it's like your soul is learning new lessons in each life. It makes more sense than it leaves. There's less holes in that narrative than the narrative of heaven and hell. That's what I think about reincarnation. I would love to talk to you or others that share your views in general, one-on-one. It's rare you find people that like to have these types of discussions. I love it. Every Friday I'm here. Let's talk. What is love to you? I think love is different for every person. All right, Trippy Raven, I did 8 videos, a whole series on what I think love is. 8 videos. Go watch those videos. Let me know what you think. $27. There's 32 people in here now. It's clever. I didn't know that. Some don't take any approach and live without any morals. Met one like that 2 years ago, and gotta say it was a wild ride. Huh. My views have changed so much in the past couple months. I've been watching you and researching. Open mind is key to not labeling. True. When will you react to Jackie Dead Preacher? Yeah, I've never heard of that song, but I'm going to make a note of it. I like the answer. Thank you. But also, since we are talking about parallel universes, what do you believe the feeling of deja vu is? What do you believe we get? Why do you believe we get them? Some people believe that that's more subjective evidence for reincarnation. Like we have deja vu because we saw those same things happen in our past life. And the things that we're doing now, we're repeating in our past. We repeated them in our past life. That's what I've heard. I don't have deja vus. I don't know if I've ever had a deja vu. And so I can't speak from experience what I think they are. But I know that that's what I've heard people say in a higher sense of what they think deja vu is. I wonder if reincarnation is real. Think like this. Maybe in order to ascend to heaven, you would need to be perfect. So we're reincarnated until we have removed ourselves from the karma loop. I wonder, Jess, have you looked into reincarnation? If you haven't, I got a video you need to watch. Got a video you need to watch. So I don't think it's proof of reincarnation. What, deja vu? I will. I'm sorry I didn't study up. It's all good, man. It's all good. No worries. My deep life questions of the night is labels. I have a love and hate relationship with labels, but at the same time, labels organize things. But when it comes to spirituality and deep stuff that define our personality, it's so hard. I personally think it matters of safety and social inclusion. Interesting. So what do you mean by labels? Like labels in general? Or are you still talking about the possibly in thing? Man, there's so much. I love this. So many people commenting, so many people interacting. I'm having trouble keeping up with it. I love it. Do you believe in soulmates? That's a good question. I do believe in soulmates, but I don't believe we have one. I believe we have many. And we can choose which one will be that one for us. What's your latest song? My latest song will be out July the 1st. It's called Summer Love. Check it out, Nation Haven, iTunes, Spotify, and on Instagram if you want to hear samples of it. Before it comes out, that is. Why do you think we always have to label things? I think we always have to label things because we want to understand. We want to be understood. I mean, I know if I didn't have a label, when I don't have a label for something, when I don't know what it is that I'm thinking, it drives me insane. I think labels help ground us, like not just in how we move about life, but in our heads. That's what labels does for me. Like I want to know what it is so I can call it something because I'm feeling this and it's like I feel it so much, but I don't know what to call it. And so a label to me helps me be grounded. Does absolute power corrupt? Absolutely. I don't know. I believe in good and our power to choose good, even if bad is around us. I believe in our power to become better, learning from the shit that happens around us. I believe in our potential to become gods. Interesting. So are you like more of a new age thinker? If you had the opportunity to live forever, would you? Not on Earth. Well, maybe. Actually, I don't know. That's a great question. What time do you stream normally on Fridays? Sometime between 5 and 7 on Fridays. I live on the East Coast of the United States. So for me, sometime between 5 and 7. Why are all your videos on everything right or just subjective? Because I cook you clean. It's because I'm trying to find my thought. Why are all your videos on everything right or just subjective? What do you mean? I don't know how to answer that question. That question confuses me. I think word it differently. No, people who have a concussion tend to experience deja vu, so I think it's a physical problem. Hey Nate, not last Friday, but the one before, you said you'd find some videos to share. Oh my gosh. Oh, I totally did. You're right. I totally did. Sarah, please get a hold of me on Instagram and I will find videos and I will send them to you. I don't know if you've added me on Instagram, but please do. Walmart labels, clearly. Nice perspective on soulmates. I agree. We have many. Is out name a label? What? I don't understand. Okay, perfect. You got what I meant by labels. Yeah. We need labels because it's a survival thing, an animal instinct. We wear what we don't understand. It's the purpose of labels. Clever name here is opposite for me. My career got worse. Deja vus are a glitch in our brains, something that is falsely interpreted as a memory, nothing more. I think I'd agree with that. Dark into May. I mean, I could be wrong. We could be wrong. You could be wrong. I don't know. But I agree with that logic more. I don't know what new age means, but that's how I feel. We are on our path to know everything, and when we do, we become everything, aka gods. Yeah, but I think that's more the new age way of thinking, that we can all be God. So that's why I ask that. When do you know when you're at the right place in life, the right path per se? That's also a good question. I really like your questions, Cassandra. They're great. Um, when do you know when you're at the right place in life? I think no matter where you're at the right place in life. And it's, okay, how about this? You know you're at the right place in life when you have the right perspective on life. And when you have the perspective of patience, and when you have the perspective of your life is a journey and you're not trying to get anywhere but here. Like obviously you're trying to better yourself, trying to better your job, make better income, family life, whatever. But I think you're in, like, I think right now in this present moment you're in the right place, but you have to have the right perspective that where you are you can learn, where you are is the right place. Like, and you just have to realize, oh wait, like this is where I'm at, and I'm at the right place because there's lessons to be learned. I think you're at the wrong place in life when you think you have it all together. Personally, that's what I think. I think when you start thinking that you have it all together, then you're on the wrong path, and then you're messing things up. But when you have the right perspective on life, that you can grow and that there are things to learn, and you have the mindset of a student, I think that's the right place in life. No problem. We'll do. Sweet. What works? Videos, movies, books. Are you influenced by the most as far as your thought process? All of the above. Videos, movies, and books. All of them get me in a deep thinking mindset. Am I in the mix? What? Let me know. What is your IQ, Nate? I have no idea. I have no idea what my IQ is. Probably like, I don't know, 2. I think I graduated from high school with like a 2.0 probably. My grades, I barely passed high school. Also, what is more important, the why or how? We all want to know why. I think white. Wow. I think both are important. I don't think either. I think they both work together. The why and how work together. I think the right question is, how am I going to figure out the why? So, how am I going to figure out why something works? Or why am I going to figure out how something works? I don't know. They just both go together. I don't look at it as like, what's better? I think it also has to do with personalities too. Some people like to know how something works. Some others want to know why it works. I like to know the purpose of something before I figure out the how. So I like to ask the question why before I ask the question how. Oh, see my name? Yeah, I see your name here, Zach. Have you ever had any out-of-body experiences? I don't think so. One time, I'm not really sure how to label it. It was either a lucid dream or it was an astral projection. I'm not really sure. All I know is I shot up out of bed, and it was like a translucent body was trying to escape my body, but my body was a dream body. But I was in my room. It was super weird. It happened a couple weeks ago. Wasn't sure what to think about it, but I have not had an out of body experience where I'm like, yep, that was an out of body experience. Yet, if they can happen, I'm determined to have one. Don't ever check your IQ. Wow, you got horrible grades. No offense. You're so damn smart. Thanks, but yeah, I got terrible grades. Just followed you on IG, sir. Yeah, my name on IG is Nate.Alger. Did Jesus commit suicide? That is a fantastic question. Oh my God, that's a fantastic question. You, my friend, are a wise man for the questions that you ask. That's a debatable question too. I think what it looks like is suicide. I really do. I think what it looks like is suicide. Jess, I have heard it pronounced like that. All right, guys. I appreciate all of you. All of you. I think I'm gonna start doing these live chats earlier. I got something in a half hour, and I still gotta eat and get some things in order. But guys, I appreciate all of your questions and everything so much. I think next time on live, I'm going to try to get an app on my phone that blocks my number, and then have you guys give me your number, and then I can talk to you guys one-on-one, just like 5-10 minutes each, and really start to interact with you guys. So I so appreciate all of you being here on live. Like, it's just amazing to me the amount of people that are showing up, and the questions and the thoughts that are being asked, and all this stuff. It's just so great. So every Friday, sometime between 5 and 7. The last 2 Fridays I've started earlier just because I've had things in the afternoon or at night. But later, it'll be sometime in between that time I'll start. But guys, thanks so much. I got more vlogs coming out this week. But this week's has just been crazy because of moving into this new studio and all sorts of crazy good stuff that's happening. So you guys are amazing. Appreciate you guys. And get a hold of me on Instagram if you want to chat, or email, whatever. It's all good. Instagram, Nate.Alger. So yeah, get a hold of me, message me. Let's talk. Let's chat. So I'll see you guys next time.